Hey everybody. Let me know if you can hear an echo because I know that I can hear it, but I just want to make sure that you guys cannot hear it. And then my internet has been acting so crazy today. So let me know if it freezes as well. But hey everybody, and welcome to Angel B Designs. I'm Angel B. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. So, I like to start off all of my lives every Monday by saying that this is a live. So, what does that mean on my channel? It means that I am interactive. I read the comments, I answer questions in real time. I do a lot of chit chatting. If I have a story to tell you guys, I will. I am going to be doing a couple of t-shirts today, but yeah, this is not like a get straight to the point type of tutorial. It's way more interactive. There's way more talking, things like that. So if you are looking for something that is going to be more straight to the point, definitely head on over to my channel where I have all of my pre-recorded videos on the channel. There's a couple of different tabs. You have the home tab, you have the videos tab. The videos tab holds all of the pre-recorded content, and then you have the shorts, which is everything that's a minute or less, and then you have the live tab, which is going to be all of the lives. Okay, so if you are looking for something pre-recorded, head on over to the videos tab, click the little tab that says videos, and there you'll find 400 plus videos. Okay. But for today, like I said, it is going to be interactive. So what we're doing today, you guys, I think I told you guys last week I got a couple different vinyl colors. I got some glitter vinyl, and I also got some metallic vinyl, and we're going to be playing in the metallics today. So I did already make this shirt. I'm going to give this shirt away at the end of the live. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to give away one of these other ones. I think I might give away another one. I don't know for sure yet. I am definitely going to give away this one. You guys, look at this. Okay, look at these colors. This is kind of like a rose gold kind of pink, and then this is like a hot pink, and then the outline I did silver confetti. But this is two of the pinks. They're puff and they're both metallic. Hopefully you can see the puff on the shirt. This is one of the shirts. This is one of the shirts I'm going to give away. I know that for sure. I'm going to give this one away. And then here's some of the other colors on this shirt. Everything on this shirt is puff except for this one. This is the silver confetti glitter. But again, this is like the rose gold puff. This is hot pink. And this one is red. And you guys, I got this file from Creative Fabrica. Okay. So I did these so that I could show you kind of the colors. And then the ones that I'm going to press with you guys live, I'm going to be using the black. I don't know if you guys remember, I was talking about a black metallic. Now, it's not from Siser. I don't believe this is the Siser brand. However, I was talking about how they needed to have a black metallic, and I have one. So I'm going to press today a black metallic, blue and green in puff. And then it's going to be this same file here. And then this one, this piece here that I did in the silver confetti, I'm going to use the sky blue holographic. So it's going to be super cute. And then I'm also going to do, last week I did the peace, love, fight. You guys, I have to sneeze again. I swear it never fails. As soon as I hit record, I have to sneeze. Or as soon as I hit go live, I have to sneeze. But I did the peace, love, fight in the SVG, and then I did finish the rhinestone templates. Now, if you are a member on my channel, you guys, I did add this to the community tab right before I went live. The link for it, if you are not a member, is in my Etsy shop. is in the description box, but if you are a member on my channel, check the community tab. There should be a Google Drive link there for you guys to access this file. Okay. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We're gonna do this in the bling, and we're going to do this mama file in metallic puff. Okay. And again, this mama file I got from Creative Fabrica. I didn't make that one. All right, but I am going to say hello to everybody before we get started. I also have to cut my vinyl. I haven't even cut it yet. So the first thing we'll do is get the vinyl cut, and then we'll brush in the stones, and then we'll press both of them. I'm going to show you guys time and temperature for the vinyl. It's super easy, you guys. It's super, super easy. It's actually less temperature than like the regular colors. So we're going to do time, temperature, everything. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Okay. Start to finish. But let me scroll on all the way up because I do want to say hello to everybody, because you can be anywhere else, but you decided to be here. And I appreciate you. So let me scroll up. All right. Hey, Miss Carol Coleman. How are you? Hey, Carla. Hey, Robin. Hey, Martha. Hey, Karen. Hey, Louise. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Minerva. I always feel like I'm not pronouncing that right. Hey, Rhonda. How are you? Hey, Dana. Did I pronounce that right? Hey, Daisy. Hey, Patrice Boo. How are you? Hey, Barb. Hey, Geneva Coleman. Barb LaFond. Hey, David. How are you? David, I saw your post in the group with your pen and gear notebooks. Those came out amazing. Hey, Stacy. You guys, I do have a link to my Facebook group in the description box. You got to scroll just a little bit. But yeah, if you guys make any projects that maybe, you are following one of my tutorials or a live or whatever the case may be, or if you're just working on something random, or you're working on something that, another creator did, whatever the case may be, whatever it is you're working on, I like to see it posted in the group. I would definitely love to see it. The only thing I don't do in my group is we do not sell. I do allow you to post your YouTube videos, assuming they are not like raunchy or anything. I'm not going to allow that, as long as they're craft related. Okay, if you have a craft related YouTube channel, feel free to post it. I actually do not have any admins. I kind of need some. It's just me. So all of the posts are either they're either on auto accept from people that I know and trust, or I'm literally going through them myself. So if you post something and it's not right, I'm gonna see it. But yes, I do allow YouTube channels to be posted in my group as long as they are craft related. Hey, Robin. Hey, Lucille. Hey, Diane. Hey, Paulette. Hey, Nydia. Hey, Cheryl. Sorry, my phone was going off. Hey, Becky. I think I skipped Becky. Hey, Becky. Hey, Addie. How are you? Hey, Dee Dee. Hey, KNC. Hey, Precious. How are you? Hey, Cheryl. Okay, I'm going to scroll. I'm looking to see if there was any questions. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Tristina Griffin, everything that I'm using in today's video is going to be linked in the description box. It already is. So the vinyl, the glitter vinyl, I got from Atlanta Vinyl. The puff metallic I got from Vinyl and Tool Supply. I linked their website. And then the holographic vinyl that I'm going to use for the other shirt, I also got from Atlanta Vinyl. Stacy, no, it doesn't feel like thick plastic. It feels like It feels like, it doesn't feel like plastic. It does feel thick, but it doesn't feel like plastic. It feels like the other vinyl, but with a coating, but not plasticky. It feels like, I don't know. It's not plastic, but I can't really describe what it feels like. It is thick though. It does feel thick. But it still feels pretty smooth though. Tasha, the black metallic is from Vinyl and Tool Supply. Okay, I'm scrolling down. I don't see any other questions. Hey, Demps. How are you, boo? If I missed, the code is Angel B. Yes. So for Atlanta Vinyl, I do have a code. It's Angel B. One word. No space between Angel and B. Shardiva. No, I haven't. I did like a mini craft room tour when I first moved into this office like 2 years ago. But since then I have added so much stuff. I've rearranged, I've gotten rid of stuff, and I haven't done an updated one. So people ask me all the time. I don't know. I just haven't gotten around to it. I'm like, I kind of don't like, so I feel weird doing like a craft room tour because it almost feels like look what I got type stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just feel weird doing it, if that makes sense. But I know a lot of people ask me to do it, so one of these days I will do it. It's just that it feels so weird to me recording it. I don't know if that makes any sense. But yeah, let's go ahead. You guys, I'm using Cricut today. Last time I used Cricut, it cut up on me. It spit my bookmarks on the floor. So let's hope Cricut don't do me bold today. Okay. But I am gonna use my Cricut today, so we're gonna go into Cricut Design Space. And I already have Cricut Design Space open because I wasn't about to try to open it on live and be sitting here for 5 minutes waiting on it to open up. Yep, Stacey, it says God Heals. This is the one I made, I think last week. Y'all, I had to put my hair in these two little pigtails. Let me tell you about your guys's nephew. Okay, Gavin. Gavin didn't have daycare today. Okay. So I had to bring him up here to the office when I was, trying to set up for my live. Because, normally what happens is I'll come up here during the day to kind of prep and set up for my live because I have to pick the kids up from school at 3:00. When I get home, I have to make them dinner. They have, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Kumon, but it's like an after school, it's like an academic enrichment program that kind of helps with school or whatever. So they have Kumon work that they have to do. I have to get them dinner, homework, and then I make them read. So I do all of that before the live comes on. So I'll come up here in the morning while they're at school, set up for my live, go pick them up, do all of that stuff. And then I normally come back up here to the office around 5:30 or 6:00. Okay, well, Gavin didn't have school today. Mr. Gavin did not have daycare. And so I brought him up here. Now, I haven't picked up everything, but he basically went around my entire office, knocking down everything that was within arm's reach of him, literally. So like all of this stuff, my flock, all of this over here was on the ground. Okay, he was just going through, just knocking stuff down. And it's still a whole bunch of stuff on the floor over here. I picked up what was going to be in camera view over here, but everything else that's over there is still on the ground. But I had to braid my hair in these two little pigtails because I was sitting here and I have a TV in the other room, and I had on his little cartoons, and for whatever reason, he just came walking right up to the side of the chair and grabbed a handful of my braids and snatched my little head across this room. And he did it like 3 times. And I'm like, I don't know what type of time you are on today. But Gavin, please stop. Please stop it. Even when I was sitting on the couch before I left, I was sitting on the couch. And like in my house, on the back of the couch, there's kind of like this space where you can stand. You guys, I'm sitting on the couch with my back to it, and he comes up behind me with my hair in the 2 pigtails, tries to grab my braids again, like right here. And but yeah, that's why I got the 2 little pigtails, and I just haven't taken them down. Yo, Gavin he was being a menace to society today for no reason. Yes, he completely redecorated my office. Everything it's the Gavin special, okay? It is the Gavin special up in here. Y'all, this new phone I got, it has some weird little button on the side of it. And I have not figured out what it is. This. It's like it's a button, but it's not a button. Anyways, it has a mind of its own. Anytime that little button touches, like, because I have it on this little tripod thing. It makes me not be able to like scroll the comments. I don't know what that button is. All right. I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to get into Cricut Design Space because I have to set up this file to cut, and then we're going to go over there and cut. Yeah, it's an iPhone. I don't know. It's for videos, like to record or to watch. What does that little thing do? Because every time I put it inside of this little like phone holder thing, it does like something weird. I don't know. That's what I get for getting a phone and not even knowing what all the buttons do. Okay. All right, so I am in Cricut Design Space. I'm going to be using my... Oh, that's my regular Maker. My Maker 3 is at my house. This is the file here. Like I said, I got it from Creative Fabrica. I think I just typed in like SVG file or something like that. You could type in mama file and this will probably come up. But so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of prepare this because the way that it's set up right now, like this is just coming straight from Creative Fabrica, and the way that it's set up is that the words mama, they're all gonna cut in one color. Same with the heart, and I don't want it to all cut on one color. So I just have to kind of play with it just a little bit, but I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to select the file, and it is an SVG, and then I'm going to ungroup the whole file. This is the stacked hearts right here. It is 2 different files. So we have the smaller heart and then the larger heart. I'm going to make them both the same color, so I'm not going to really manipulate the hearts at all. However, you could, if you wanted to make them 2 separate colors, you do have that option because every piece is separate. So that's up to you. But the stacked words, as of right now, they're all one piece. So I'm going to select that and I'm going to ungroup those. And then now, because I've ungrouped them again, each individual letter is separate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the hearts out of the way. And I'm just going to work with the words here, but I want to make sure that I'm grouping these together. So I'm going to group them. And then I also do have to attach them. And I'm going to make these bottom ones blue. So just for the sake of getting this file together, I'm going to change the color, but when you put them on the mat, it doesn't really matter. However you put it on the mat with the vinyl is how it's going to cut, just for the sake of trying to keep everything sorted out on the canvas. That's why I'm going to make these colors blue. So this outer word, I'm going to have match this outer word at the bottom. So I'm going to select all of those pieces. We're going to group them and attach. And then I'm also going to make these ones blue. And then this inside, when I'm selecting these pieces, I'm holding down the shift key. I'm going to group these. I'm going to attach them. These ones are going to be green. Same with this one here. I'm going to make sure everything is selected. I'm going to group and I'm going to attach. Now, as you can see for this one, because these two pieces aren't selected, I missed this black piece. So I'm going to I have to undo that. I am going to bring this up to the top because I want this to sit on the top so I can select it. The black piece, hold down the shift key, and the green piece, I'm going to group and attach, and then it turns it green. So now that's all going to be one piece. Okay, now I'm going to do, this one is going to be green too. I already attached that. And then this piece, hold down the shift key, select this piece. We're going to group and attach. This is going to be the holographic piece. So I'll just make it another shade. And then we can bring our hearts back over, and the hearts is going to be black metallic puff. So essentially this is how it's going to look. I like everything is, all of the pieces are attached the way that I need them to be. So now what I'm going to do is highlight everything, and I'm going to make this 11 inches wide. I want it to be pretty big on the shirt. And now I'm going to go over to make it. I just let it default to the height. So the height ended up being 14.209. I just kind of let it default to whatever because I didn't unlock it. And that's going to be a pretty good size on the shirt. So I'm going to go over to make it. And then I'm going to kind of place these pieces on 12 by 24 mats. So the first mat here is going to be the black mat. I am going to, I made this a 12 by 24. We're going to mirror because we are working with HTV. And then I'm just going to kind of place these. Actually, let me go back. I'm going to attach the two hearts because they're going to be the same color. I'm not making them different colors. I'm going to go ahead and attach them so that they cut just like that. So let me go back over to make it. And now you can see they're attached as one piece. So I'm going to go and make this a 12 by 24 mat. Again, I'm going to mirror. And then I'm just going to kind of place this on my mat. Now I'm going to try to get this in the least amount of mats as possible. This is just kind of how I like to cut. I'm going to move this one, this is the holographic piece. I'm going to move it to the first mat. And then I'm going to line this up a little bit further down. And then my rolls of the metallic vinyl, they're only 10 inches wide. They're not 12 inches wide, so they won't go the full length of the mat. So to accommodate that, I have to turn my words here to make them fit. Okay. I want to make sure that this is mirrored as well. And then the same thing for this one. We're going to mirror. Actually, let me see if I can fit these all on a 12 by 24 mat. And you guys, I don't like cutting with a bunch of different mats. Might be tight, but let me see. I think I can make that work. Nah, let me not do it. I don't want to waste any vinyl. I'm going to move this back over here to this mat and just cut them separately. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. But I'm going to cut these on separate mats, the 12 by 12 mats. Okay, so I have, this is on that black mat. This is mirrored. You want to make sure everything is mirrored because we are working with HTV. And then I'm going to go over to continue. And I'm not sure if my machine is on, but let's head on over there. And I got to add my iPad to the screen. Yes, I never know how to. I don't know why it won't go split screen. All right, well, I'm not sure. My thing, it never goes split screen. Hey, everybody watching. I appreciate you guys for being here. But okay. And my press is already on as well. So let me pull up. My first cut is going to be on a 12 by 24 mat. And this is the black vinyl. This is the, it's the black puff metallic. This is kind of what it looks like. This is the side that's going down on the mat. And then, like I said, my roll is only 10 inches. So I have to make sure I keep that in mind. And then here is the sky blue holographic. I got a bigger roll, but this is from Siser. This roll I got from Heat Transfer Warehouse, and I got a bigger roll, the exact same thing from Atlanta Vinyl. I think I linked in the description box Atlanta Vinyl, but either one. My smaller roll came from Heat Transfer Warehouse, and my bigger roll came from Atlanta Vinyl. So this one is. Does anybody else cut their vinyl like this? Like they have to try to place multiple pieces on one sheet? Or do you guys like using a bunch of different mats? I try to cut with as little, I guess, I don't know, the smallest amount of mats as possible. And I'm cutting this on everyday iron-on setting with default pressure. And I have to actually scoop this up some. I'm just gonna hang off. Creations by Miss Casey. I didn't either. I was on their website and I saw it. Thank you, Up Designs. You guys, if I miss anybody's question, definitely go ahead and ask it again. I know I was not really looking at the chat, but if I missed your question, ask me again. All right, that looks like it cut just fine. So let me show you how easily this weeds. This is the black vinyl here. The black metallic. Hopefully y'all can see that. Bring you guys in. Because it definitely just weeds like butter. Look at that. And this is the metallic. You guys, this metallic is so pretty. I don't think my metallic cut. Oh no. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I mean, my holographic. Yeah, my holographic needed more pressure. I may have to recut this. Yeah, I have to recut this one because it's not. It's not coming up right. It was like pulling the adhesive off, so it wasn't gonna stick to the shirt. I'm just gonna recut this piece. What's everybody working on? I'm just refixing my maps. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Why is this happening so crazy? Okay. I think somebody asked what's this cutting machine. I'm using a Cricut maker. I am using a Cricut maker. This is why I always have my vinyl already cut when I come on live. Y'all, I'm actually a very unorganized crafter. Very unorganized. Okay, let's try this again. I'm recutting the holographic because it did not cut all the way through at all. Yeah, I still have to do my Deco Summit blog. I did hear that Juliet was on sale. I think on Swing Designs. Alright, let me roll this back up. And we still have to brush in our rhinestone. Okay, that's way better. Way better. All right, there's the holographic piece. You guys, this is so pretty. I cannot wait to put that on the shirt. All right, our next piece is going to be the green vinyl. This is the metallic, the green metallic puff. This is really pretty too. And I'm going to put this on a white shirt. So I feel like we are really going to be able to see these colors. Like somebody. Hey Eve, how are you? I think one more piece after this to cut, and then we're gonna brush in our rhinestones. And this is the blue. Ooh, look at this blue. Y'all, that blue is so pretty. Look how easily that is just weeding. Everybody always says that weeding is hard. Weeding is only hard if the vinyl don't wanna be wed. Is that the right terminology? The weeding is hard if the vinyl don't want to be wed. There's the green. I'm gonna have to trim it a little bit. And here's the blue. I think the blue, the green, and the holographic together are gonna look real, real good. They are so vibrant. David, these are, yes, these are all puff except for the holographic. The holographic was the only one that wasn't puff. The black, the green, and the blue are all puff. So that's the green. And then this is the holographic. All right. is our last little piece, and then we do have to. I still have to brush in my rhinestones for my rhinestone shirt. We're gonna press everything. I do have my heat press already set up to. It's at 260 degrees, which is what the temperature that they suggest. The company sends like a little card, instructions. Of course, most companies do send them, but the instructions say to start at 255 and work your way up. They said that they did theirs on 260, so that was what I did mine on, was 260 for 10 seconds, and that pretty much worked for me. So my heat press is set to 260 right now. Now, when I go to press the rhinestones, I'm going to have to cut it up because the rhinestones get pressed at 350. But the last time I was using my press to press two things, which was sublimation and then my rhinestones, I pressed my rhinestones on 400 degrees. I'm not trying to press this puff at 350, so that's why I'm going to start low this time. And in case I forget, it's better to press it too low than to do it too high. So oh, look at that blue. That is going to be so pretty. All right, I'm going to head back over to the table so we can brush in our stones. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm only brushing in, I have 3 colors because this file that I have is a three layer design. So I'm doing Labrador on the outline, and it's going on a black shirt. I think I'm gonna give away this shirt too. Labrador on the outline. I'm gonna do bubblegum on the words peace, love, fight. And then I'm gonna do beauty berry for the ribbon. I think that's gonna come out real cute. So let me brush in. I'm gonna start with the outline. Let me put y'all down so y'all can see. Now, how many people in the chats have never used rhinestones? Because what I was gonna do was I know I always get a lot of kind of beginners on my channel to rhinestones. I think because I get so many people from like Canva, my Canva tutorials. So they're beginners to rhinestones, which is absolutely a-okay. But you know, I never did the faux rhinestones with the holographic vinyl. So I was gonna try that. I figured I would do a video on how to do the faux rhinestones with the holographic vinyl for the newbies. Just so that Because I'm assuming, now granted, I've never done this before, but I'm assuming when you do it that way with the holographic vinyl, that you cut the vinyl as if you're cutting a template. Is that correct? Has anybody done it that way? Hey Marilyn, how are you? Okay, so Cheryl says correct. All right. So that would kind of get you introduced to cutting like the little holes. I don't know. I was gonna try it. I have a couple of different colors. Like I have silver, I have blue, I have purple. And I was gonna try doing that with I don't know, a file with an outline so that I can use two colors. Probably the purple holographic and the silver holographic. I don't think I've actually ever even seen it in person. I've seen I've seen it on Instagram and TikTok before. Hey everybody watching. I appreciate you guys for being here. I know I'm not in the chat. I've done it, and yes, I cut it the same way. Switch up my settings. Yeah. You guys, if anybody asked any questions and I missed it, please do not hesitate to ask me again. I only go live once a week, just because my schedule is so busy, and it's open enrollment. My husband is a Medicare insurance agent, and it's open enrollment time, so I only go live once a week. It seems like it's always something, isn't it? Isn't it always something? Either my kids have baseball, football, or my husband is in open enrollment season. It's like it's always something. It's always something with the kids' school too. Like today, Gavin randomly didn't have daycare. Like the whole daycare was closed for like a teacher assessment. I don't know, something weird. I was like, okay, I guess. And then Wednesday, the other three don't have school for the exact same reason. There was a lady that I met at the, well, I didn't meet her, but briefly, like for 10 seconds, she was a subscriber of mine. Me and my husband went to Motor City Casino, which is a popular casino in downtown Detroit for dinner. We went to Revel, which is a restaurant in there. And a lady was going into the casino, and I didn't get her name, but she stopped me and she was like, I just want to let you know that I'm working on my puff vinyl. So, obviously she watches the channel, but she was wearing a mask, so I couldn't see her face, and I didn't catch her name. But if you are here, hey girl, hey. Is anybody in the chat like being affected by the hurricane? I know I'm not okay. And my husband talks about me, y'all. I'm not good with geography, like at all whatsoever. It's not my ministry. I'm good at math. I'm not good at geography. But I do know like it was supposed to have hit Orlando, like the Orlando, like the inland area harder. Is that correct? And like it missed Miami because I believe they were telling people to go to evacuate to Miami if they couldn't get out anywhere else. But then I saw that places in North Carolina were also like without power and things like that. But is there anybody who's been like in a situation where they did actually have to evacuate? We my dad was in the Air Force when I was a kid, and when I was born, I was born here in Michigan, and like 2 weeks after I was born, my dad was already living in Florida in what is that city called? It's a city right outside of Tampa, and there was an Air Force base, and that's where we lived for 2 years until because I was born in 1990, and then in 1992, right after my brother was born in September, right after Hurricane Andrew hit, and we had to leave the military base. And to my knowledge, that military base never came back after that, the Air Force base. And then we relocated to California for like 2 or 3 years. But yeah, my mom, she always told me about how like bad it was. Like our house was, I saw videos and stuff, completely flooded, completely. Like we had to leave our dogs and stuff. We had 2 dogs. Uh-oh, there is a piece of flock still right here, a little flock dot. Let me get my weeding tool. There we go. Homestead. Yep, that was the name of it. That was where we lived. Ooh, I'm going for it. It was just barely big enough. But yeah, that's where, hey everybody popping in. That's where we lived. From 1990 to 1992. And the base was completely gone. And then we were relocated to an Air Force base in California. And that's where my sister was born. So I was born in Detroit. My brother was born in Tampa. And my sister was born, I don't know the city she was born in, but it was right off the military base in California. I was watching, I don't know if you guys heard about, it was a tsunami that happened in Thailand. I think some years ago. I don't even remember when it was, but I was watching a TV show called I Survived. And it was this couple. They were talking about how they were there on their honeymoon when the tsunami hit. And so it's like, I don't know. How do people understand, like, how do people know things that are going to happen? Like, how do you become educated on what to do in a tsunami? Because when they were telling the story, they were saying things like, well, the when the water came in, it had to go back out. How did they know that? Because I wouldn't have known that. Like, is that supposed to be some universal information that everybody should know? Because I didn't know that. Like the guy, he was saying, I knew that the water had to go back out to the ocean. And so I had to grab onto a tree so I wouldn't get sucked into the ocean. And I was like, oh, I would have been sucked back into the ocean, because how did you know that? I would have been sucked right out into that ocean, because I guess, I don't know, is there like a universal memo that goes out or something? Okay, so I just did Labrador. This one is going to be bubblegum. Oh, wow. Like when he said that, he said it like everybody should know that. And I was just like, how did you know that the water was going to go back out? Like I figured it would have to go back out into the ocean at some point. I just didn't know it was going to immediately go back into the ocean. I thought that it just kind of gradually, over the course of days, it kind of just, eventually trickled back into the ocean. But no, it's like a whole, like, it's immediately going back into the ocean. And if you don't grab onto something, you getting sucked out. And I was just like, he said it so, like, why you don't know that? Like, everybody should know that. Okay, hold on now. Why are these not going in these little holes? Girl, Eve, I would have been lost at sea, because how would you know that? How are you supposed to? I mean, I know it now. God forbid, knock on wood. I'm ever in a tsunami, now I know. Hold on to a tree. But I don't know what happened. I think, did my template cut wrong? Y'all, these not pressing in right. I'm not sure if my template cut right. Some of these look like ovals. We gonna have to Addie is definitely one of my favorite shows. Like, I sleep with the TV on, and it's what I cut on to fall asleep. But if it's a really good story, I'll watch it before I fall asleep. And that was the episode I was watching last night when they were talking about that Thailand tsunami. And there's like a lot of the seasons I'll rewatch, because, like I said, I turn it on like when I'm going to sleep, so I don't actually watch the episodes. Some of them I do, but 9 times out of 10 I'm falling asleep to it. so I didn't actually see it. Y'all, I think my template is a little janky on this side. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm about to have to put these in because they're not brushing. And I don't know why. Well, some of them are ovals, like down here. So I'm thinking maybe I don't know. Yeah, nope, this is bubblegum. Um, the TV show is called I Survived. It's on, I think it's on a couple of different platforms, but I've been watching it on Prime Video. And it's basically, each episode is like people are telling different stories. Typically, they have either 2 to 3 different people who survived something really horrendous. They have people who have survived like terrorist attacks, natural disasters, serial killers, and then just kind of come on and tell their story. There was one guy on there, you guys. I'm like deathly afraid of open water, like the ocean. And there was one guy on there. He was telling his story about how he got attacked by a shark. Now, there are so many people who will tell you that sharks don't eat people. And I don't know if I believe that. Okay. I don't know if I believe it. I don't think they're like intentionally seeking out humans to eat. However, if you're there and they're hungry, I feel like they don't discriminate. And a lot of the times when I hear people, because like I said, I'm deathly afraid. So if anybody is telling a story about a shark attack, I'm like all tuned in. You guys see this? These little stones is not brushing in. They are not working with me today. But yeah, if anybody is telling a story about a shark attack, I'm like all tuned in. And a lot of the times they'll say like, "Oh, the shark just thinks that you're a seal, so they'll bite you and then they'll keep it moving." Well, this guy was telling his story and the shark was like attacking him. Okay? It didn't bite him once. It bit him twice. And was like dragging him around, flinging him around. Hey everybody, you guys, I'm gonna have to hand place a lot of these stones because my template, it seemed like I might have stretched it out possibly when I was taking it off of the mat, because some of them, or maybe when I put it onto the cutting board, I didn't stretch it out all the way because some of these holes are kind of like oval shaped, and that's why they're not going into the holes. So I'm gonna have to recut this template at some point. But I'm just using my picker tool to just kind of place them. Oh wait, this right here, this gonna make me just toss the template. It was one live I did. I had to do this for the entire template. This one isn't too, I mean, it's bad, but it ain't too bad. It ain't as bad as the other one. That first one I did in my old office. I didn't see what everybody was working on. What are you guys working on? Are you guys blinging? Are you guys sewing? So I'm getting, you guys, I'm so excited. I'm gonna get an embroidery machine. I haven't confirmed which one I'm getting just yet, but I am getting one. And I'm so excited. I'm going straight into applique. I cannot wait to try it. I'm actually gonna order a whole bunch of the Siser glitter vinyl. That's what I'm gonna use. We'll start with. I'm gonna start with like the glitter vinyl. I don't know, Donzel. This template is not about to stress me out. No, but I do need to recut this one. Like I said, either I stretched it out when I was taking it off the mat, or when I put it on the cutting board, I may have stretched it out too far or not enough. So I gotta figure out why these holes are ovals, because that's why they're not brushing in all the way. But yes, I'm excited to get into embroidery. So when I went to Deco Summit in what was it, August? I think it was August. I did play with the I think it's called the Marquis 2001, which was the machine that I worked with Patrice on, and I really really liked it. And the only thing I think I had the biggest issue with was getting like the little, I think it was the hat, what is it called, the bracket, the hoop, getting the hoop onto the machine, because they hooped the hat for me, which I probably should have learned how to do it myself, but whatever. They hooped the hat for me, and then I had to put the hoop onto the actual machine, and that was the issue I was having. I don't know if y'all saw Katrina's video. She recorded a little bit of me trying to get the hoop in the machine, and yeah, girl was struggling. But I didn't. My machine didn't have any issues, so I honestly don't know. Like, I'm really gonna be starting from scratch. I really don't know. Like, I figured out how to work like the panel, so I know that the Marquis 2001 comes with the panel, and I did figure out how to work the panel, and it was pretty simple. It just, because I didn't have any issues with my machine while I was there, like bobbin breaks, needle breaks, none of those things. I don't really know how to like fix those things. Now the machine that was next to me, every single issue that you can think of, they had. But there was this guy there that worked for Racoma, and every time like something happened, he would like try to rush to fix it so he could get through the class, which I know why he was doing it. He wanted to hurry up and get through the class because, he had an itinerary and it wasn't to sit there and fix needle breaks. So I get it, but at the same time, there was a lot of people who were trying to learn how to fix like the needle breaks and stuff, and he wasn't necessarily worried about teaching you how to fix the needle break. It was more so he wanted to fix it for you so you could get back to embroidering. Y'all, this about to take me forever. It really and truly is. There's no way. I'm sitting here trying to think if there's an easier way to do this, or I might just. Ugh, I can't even switch the color because it's not the color, it's these ovals. But I don't want to not do it because I done already brushed in the outline. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat, y'all. I'm trying to place these rhinestones as fast as I can. I didn't even notice that they were ovals until literally I was brushing them in. I don't know how I missed that. Probably Gavin. That's what it was because I cut this template earlier. Gavin got to pulling on my dang on braids. And I just couldn't think of nothing else. Yeah, I was so flabbergasted. He just like walked up and grabbed a handful of my braids. Like, what in the world? Like, I was convinced he was gonna have one of my braids in his hand. That's how hard he pulled my hair. He is definitely so. Gavin is very fun, okay? That's the nice way to put it. But Mr. is getting like, I don't know if he's going into his terrible twos just a tad bit early because he won't be two until May. But baby, he got a little stank-a-dank attitude on him already. Like when he gets into his little funky mood, it's not even like, I don't know. He just throws stuff around. Literally, like he has to go to bed. Like like that's the reset button. Him going to bed is the reset button, and you will have and see no peace until you have hit that reset button. He flipped out his crib. I think I told y'all that last week. He flipped out of his crib. I had to put the little bumper, take the door off and put the bumper on it. He is definitely full of a lot of personality already. Oh, I don't think I told you about this. Gavin got into a fight at daycare. This was like, maybe like a month ago. I think it was like a month ago, or maybe three, like 2, 3, maybe 3 weeks ago. Whatever week that was when I didn't go live. It was the week before that. Gavin got into a fight at school over some barbecue chicken. They called clearance like 10 minutes before it was time to pick him up, and was like, so Gavin had a situation at school, and Clarence was like, okay, well, I'm really about to come get him in like 10 minutes anyway, because it was about that time for him to get picked up anyway. They were like, oh, okay, well, we just want to let you know when you get here, we're icing his arm because he got bit by another child. Clarence was like, what? Like bit him, okay, with teeth. Bit him on the arm. So the story was they were eating chicken, barbecue chicken, and the other little boy was done with his chicken and came to get Gavin's chicken. And he reached across Gavin's lap to get his barbecue chicken, and Gavin smacked him. Gavin smacked him when he tried to take his chicken, and then they got to tussling. And the boy bit Gavin on his arm. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's funny, but it's not funny, but it is funny. Okay. I was tickled. I was very tickled. Because Gavin is a big boy. Gavin is also a very healthy eater. There's not nothing he turns down. He eats everything. He's a very, very healthy eater, and he is a very big boy. Like most people, when they see him physically, they think he's about 2.5. He's in his percentile for his height and his weight is 105. They actually are trying to put him in the twos room because of his size. He's bigger than everybody in his class, even though he's like one of the youngest. He's actually one of the youngest kids in his class, but he's one of the biggest kids in his class. And after the chicken incident, they've been trying to put him in the twos room with the 2-year-olds because of the chicken incident. I think they were a little appalled that Gavin smacked him like that. So yeah, it was like I said, Gavin is quite the character. Very much. You guys, I don't know if I'm gonna finish this. This is a lot. He was okay. The bite, it did break the skin, and he had it was, and I think this is kind of what made it even funnier. The boy that bit him only had like 4 teeth, so the it's not funny. Oh, it's not funny. The bite mark was like half a bite mark because the boy he only had like 4 teeth. So when I seen it, I expected it, and I don't even know why because they're babies, but I did expect to see like a full, bite mark. But it was like it almost looked like a scratch. And I was like, are they sure this a bite and not a scratch? And Clarence is like, well, the boy didn't have no teeth. He only had like 3 or 4 teeth. And I was like, oh, right, because they're babies. Duh, that makes sense. And so the bite just looked really silly on top of the fact that they were fighting over chicken. Like the whole thing was just very amusing. But no, it did break the skin. He was bleeding a little bit, and um I did take him to urgent care just to make sure. They cleaned it and he was fine. The scratch was literally the scratch. It was a bite mark, but it looked like a scratch. It was gone in like 2 days, and he was fine. But we all got a good kick out of it. Even his mom. I thought his mom was gonna be upset when I told her, but she wasn't. She was actually laughing. She was cackling. She thought it was pretty funny too. But yeah, the fact that, like I said, Gavin is in the 105 percentile kind of made it funnier too. Oh, yeah, I'm tired. Hmm. I'm gonna see it through, you guys. I'm gonna see it through. How long have I been doing this? It's already. I know it's been longer than 10 minutes because the last time I looked at the clock, it was 8:22, and now it's 8:33. So this probably gonna take me at least another 10 minutes. But this is a good lesson to those that are beginners. When you are blinging, this is why it is so important for you to make sure that your holes are the correct size. Number one. Number two, um, when you are so like I said, my holes are like ovals. So something happened with my cut. Either they cut as ovals for whatever reason, somehow, which I doubt because my outline brushed in just fine. So I feel like it has to be this specific piece of the template because it was cut on the same mat. Um, I'm assuming either I stretched out the template when I was taking it off of the mat. So basically what that means is when I was taking it off the mat, I was, maybe pulling on it too hard and it stretched the holes from circles and made them ovals, which is why they now won't brush in. It was either that or when I placed it onto the cutting mat, I stretched out the mat too far because it's sticky. Um, it had to have been one of those two things. But yeah, if your holes are not correct, you are not gonna be able to brush in the rhinestones, and then you'll have to sit up here and place them hand by like one by one, like I'm doing right now, which you do not want to have to do. So this is why it is so important to make sure your holes are correct when you are doing bling. And I'm using, this is bubblegum. I know I saw somebody ask. This is bubblegum, which I believe is a neon color. And there was something else I was about to say and I just forgot. But these are the Baby's Booty Rhinestones. Her link is in my description box for her, the Hot Fix store. It's that's where I got the purple flock that I'm using. She has KTM mask. The KTM mask I'm using today isn't hers, just because I have a whole bunch of the KTM mask from Heat Transfer Warehouse. I do have some from Eve too. I just haven't even opened it yet because I still have some from Heat Transfer Warehouse. So I'm going to use that one up first. But she does have KTM mask as well. I think it's called something else though. I don't know if it's called KTM mask on her website, but it is linked in the description box. And then she has the Hot Fix store, which is that's the buy now option. So you can go on there and you can do the buy now and order the stones and the sizes that she has listed on the website for the Hot Fix store. But then she also once a month has a buy in, which a buy in is basically when you purchase the rhinestones bulk for wholesale price. So she orders them from her supplier and then she repackages them and sends them to you, but you get them at a cheaper price because not cheaper, but wholesale. That's the word I'm looking for. You get them at a wholesale price because when you have so many people or so many orders going in, it makes the price go down versus, like, let's say you were to go to the supplier and you were like, I just want to order, this amount of stones, and it's a small amount. It's going to make it more expensive because you're ordering such a small quantity. So when you do the buy in, because there's so many people ordering and there's so many stones being bought, it makes the price less expensive. Hopefully I explained that right, what a buy-in is, but that's what it is. And the next one is the 24th through November 3rd. October 24th through November 3rd is the next buy-in. That's actually, the Bling Fest will be going on in that time frame as well. Who's all going to the Bling Fest? Y'all, I'm so last minute. I just bought my plane tickets like 2 days ago. 3 days ago. Y'all, I want to quit. I'm going to see it through. But I just want y'all to know, if I wasn't on live, I would have been quit by now. This too much, Jesus. I will be recutting this template tomorrow. Because no ma'am. I'm sitting up here trying to decide, would it have been quicker for me to just recut a template or place these by hand? I'm not even sure. At this point, it probably would have been the same amount of time. If I used Romeo, it probably would have been quicker just to recut it. I'm more than halfway done now, but Hey, Tanya, you're new to Bling. It's super, super fun. Um, Eve, do you still have the that beginners uh like kit available on your site? Mm-hmm. No, we are. I'm almost done. Probably another. I don't know. I'm more than halfway done now. Might as well see it through. Okay, so Tanya, Eve does have the baby's booty. Her name is in blue in the chat. Um, in my description box, there's a link for the Hot Fix Rhinestones, the Hot Fix store, and there she does have. It's like a beginner kind of packet. You get, and Eve, please correct me if I'm wrong. You get a small pre-cut template. I think it's something. I think it was something simple like a heart or something like that. I don't remember exactly what the template was, but I know it was something simple. You get a small amount of stones, a picker, one of these, and I believe a brush, and then like the KTM mask, which just kind of introduces you to the idea of bling, brushing in your stones, using your picker tool, using the KTM mask, things like that. And again, what I'm doing right now, this is not the norm. I messed up my template. The holes are supposed to be round, not oval. So if you're new and you're wanting to get into bling and you're looking at me like, oh girl, no, I'm not doing all of that. Normally I would have just brushed these in within, 3 minutes and been done. I messed up my template. And that's why I'm doing it this way. But yeah, the little beginner packet just kind of really introduces you to bling and lets you get a feel for it. And then I mean, she goes live every Sunday, and she has these little candy trays. She calls them candy trays. We all call them candy trays, where she has all her bling in these little dishes. So if you're on her live one day, go to her live on a Sunday and ask her to pull out that little candy dish because you want to see a color. Anytime I miss her live, because she normally does it towards the end. I always like before I watch the whole live. I do watch her whole live. Like typically, I watch them on Mondays because it's hard for me to get in her live on Sunday nights. But I normally watch the replay like Monday morning when I come into the office. And the first thing I do is I always skip to the end to see if there's any new colors or see the candy trays or if she pulled it out. And then I'll go back to the beginning and watch. Sure do. I'm like, girl, I want to see the candy trays first. I'm going to skip to the end. I'm going to go back to the beginning, but I'm going to skip to the end first. Oh, we are almost done. Okay, we are almost done. I see the finish line. I see the finish line. It was something else I had to tell y'all, and I don't remember. And I feel like I said this every Monday. I'm going to start writing down the stuff I gotta tell y'all, so I don't forget. But I forget to write it down. Oh, a new road color and the shaved ice. Mm-mm-mm. Those shaved ice colors are really, really pretty. You know, I didn't really uh like colors like that, like bright colors, right? Like orange, green, mint, even like dark green and stuff like that. I didn't really like those colors until I started blinging. Like I never wore them. Even when I used like vinyl, I never used like the bright colored vinyl the way that I do now. And I didn't even start doing that until I started blinging, and then I was using the bright color bling. I think at the Bling Fest last year, I was at the table, right, trying to look to see what colors I wanted to use. And Mr. McQuackins was like, please get something different. He was like, please get something different. And I think that was the first time I used, I think green, like green, period. And now I have a whole bunch of colors. The hyacinth is one of my favorites. The hyacinth AB winter green is one of my favorites. I just got tangerine. That is one of my favorites. And I didn't even like those colors. Orange and green puff vinyl. Those are some of my favorite colors now too. And I would have never picked up orange. Nothing. I hated the color orange. Green was okay, but orange, mm-mm. There would have never been a reason for me to pick up the color orange ever. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. We almost there. I bet you I don't ever have Gavin up here again. Because I haven't messed up a template like this since I was in my old office. And I cut this after he grabbed my braids, a handful of my braids. I think I was just flabbergasted and nothing else went right after that. Y'all, I have to sneeze. But yeah, I bet you I never bring him up here again. Not when I'm actually doing something. Cheryl, you said I could have cut it out in less time. I probably could have. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't think it was going to take me this long. I think I was about halfway through before I realized how long it was taking me. I could have just recut this. I thought I was moving fast. I was confident it was only going to take me 10 minutes. It has now been, Jesus, it's been like a half an hour. How long have I been doing this? Romeo could have for sure cut this in less time. Girl, I do have to sneeze. Honestly, I think it's oh, look at that. I've been doing this so long. My laptop about to die. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Um, I don't know. I think it's a mixture of like me, because I don't, you guys, I don't talk that much. I really and truly don't. So, and I told you when I be on live, like once I hit the 2 hour, like really hour and 30 minutes, my lips start getting all chapped and crusty and stuff. So I think it's when I get to talking a whole lot, I don't know, my body just be like, girl, what are you doing? My lips get chapped, my throat gets dry, I gotta sneeze. I sure did mess up these stones. Look at that. Y'all getting a long live today. Normally I would be just now. I would be wrapping up by now. I still gotta brush in one more piece. There we go. I'm almost done though. Probably take me about another 2 minutes, and then I still gotta brush in one more section, y'all. If that section is messed up too, I'm not doing this on the other one. I'm just gonna have to finish this. I don't know. Maybe I'll go live in the afternoon tomorrow to recut this and brush it in. If that other piece, I don't even know if the other one is messed up too, because it was also on the same piece of flock. I'm hoping not, because my outline brushed in just fine. So I don't know. I'm gonna be so mad if I just did all of this and my other one is messed up too. Oh, I'm gonna be so mad. You guys, if I missed any questions, do not hesitate to ask again. I have only briefly kind of been looking at the chat. I'm gonna still press the puff, but I ain't. If the other one is messed up, I'm not hand placing those ones. My back is screaming now. All right. That should fit. You guys, no freaking way. No freaking way did I just do that. What is going on? I just shifted some of these, well, not even some, like a lot of these stones. Jesus, what is going on? I'm having a hard time today. Okay, you know, I shifted a whole lot of these stones. Y'all see that? Yeah, I'm not. It's probably because they were not even in the holes for real, and they all just kind of jumped up when I put the transfer tape. Just did all of that for nothing. Literally nothing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because I'm not doing that again, I'm going to probably just go live tomorrow afternoon, like early afternoon, and do this template, because yeah. But we are gonna press the puff. Or I may just recut it. No, because I don't want to brush it again. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to brush it again. I don't. That was gonna be so cute too. But yeah, I don't know if you guys aren't doing anything in the afternoon. I'm thinking maybe I'll go live tomorrow afternoon, like 12. I'll be here at 12 and recut this and press it. That is so crazy. I just sat here for literally, look, like half of them, can y'all see it? Flipped over. All these stones that flipped over, I'm assuming it's because they weren't actually in the holes for real. So when I went to put the tape down, they all just kind of like jumped up. Oh, Miss Sadie says my template. So I was brushing in this template, realized that my holes are cut in like ovals, so I messed up my template. So I just sat here for literally like 40 minutes hand placing most of these, and then when I went to pick them up, a whole bunch of them like got messed up and like flipped over. So I think tomorrow what I'll do is I do have to come in here tomorrow around noon. Well, actually before that. So I'll probably come in, I'll go live around noon, and I will recut this template and then still brush it and press it. But I do have my vinyl for the puff. So I'm going to go ahead and press the puff, and then we'll do the giveaway for I'm going to give away this shirt. So if you missed it in the beginning, this is the metallic puff. This is the pink. It's like a rose gold. And then this is hot pink. And then the outline is the silver confetti. Okay, so I'm going to give away this shirt, and then I was going to give away this rhinestone shirt. So I'll probably give away this rhinestone shirt next week after I press it. But we're going to head on over to the heat press so we can press the puff. All right, can you guys still hear me? Okay, all right, cool. All right, thank you guys. This is the hoodie I pressed last week. All right, I'm going to put this on a white Gildan shirt. Okay. So with this kind of file, this is black metallic puff. Y'all, this gonna be so cute. Because it's layered, you kind of want to make sure. I'm gonna start by lining this one up, and then I'm gonna line up the rest of the design just to make sure before I get to pressing that everything lines up the way that it should. So my first piece is blue. My second piece is going to be green, and it's like a stacked kind of layered effect. The next one is going to be the black. The next is the holographic. And I do this for every design just to, again, make sure that all the pieces are cut correctly. They line up correctly. And then green. And then blue. Yeah, that looks really good. So this is how the design is going to look. And then each piece, except for the holographic, is going to be puffed and metallic. But that's going to be really pretty. So I'm going to start from the top and work my way down. So I'm going to remove all of these other pieces. Okay, I'm going to start with the top piece, which is blue. It's going to be 260 degrees for 10 seconds. Now, the directions that the company sent did say that this metallic puff does take 2 presses. So, with that being said, each piece does need 2 presses anyway. Now, this first piece is going to get way more than 2 presses, but I already did it on the other mama shirt and it came out just fine. This is also kind of like a warm to cool peel, so I'm just using kind of a spare shirt here. to rub some of the heat out. And then let me see if I can get you guys closer so you can see how it looks when you peel it. Because it doesn't puff up 100% off that first press. So this is how it looks off the first press. It's a little bit of dimension, but it's not puff. It's not like the maximum puffage. But that looks really pretty already. Now I'm going to layer the next piece. And then I'm going to take this Teflon sheet and just cover the exposed vinyl. And then we're going to keep going with the same time and temperature, 260 degrees for 10 seconds. Now, I don't know if you guys can see, but this layer is now puffed up. So as we keep moving down, the layers will puff off of the second presses that they get. Okay, so now the first layer is really puffed, whereas the second layer isn't that puffed because this one needs its second press. So as you work your way down, your layers will continue to get the presses that they need. And then we're going to cover the exposed vinyl. Same thing, 260 degrees for 10 seconds. And then, like I said, I just cover the exposed vinyl with some parchment paper. I use parchment paper and not Teflon because Teflon tends to block the heat. And because this is already a lower temperature, I don't want to block any of the heat. So that's why I'm using parchment. Instead of Teflon, because Teflon is thicker. I'm gonna cut this just because I want these pieces to be layered correctly. Okay. And then we're gonna press it again. Now this, I'm not sure, because holographic vinyl does take higher time and temperature. I may have to press the holographic twice. Okay, nope, that came out. Ooh, that looks so good. Now, I don't know if you guys see like the little lines from the different carrier sheets. Once I do my final press with all of it, those lines will go away. Look at this. Now these colors. Oh my goodness. I'm so disappointed with that dang on template. I'm so mad. I just sat there and did all of that. And then messed up picking it up. I miss what's going on with Elba. I just see everybody saying prayers. Okay, so now I have all my pieces done. This bottom one needs its second press, but then like I said, I don't know if you guys can see it or if the camera is picking it up, like the little lines here from the carrier sheets. This last press will also help get rid of that. So I'm going to take my parchment paper, cover the whole thing, and this is going to give it one nice smooth press. And this is another reason why having quality vinyl is also really imperative, so that you can be able to do different layered designs like this, because if your vinyl isn't that good, it won't allow you to do layers like this. I've worked with some puff vinyl that was absolutely terrible, and I couldn't layer it. I couldn't press it twice, nothing. So I need vinyl that I can layer. I need vinyl not necessarily like on top of each other, but I need to be able to do different colors, different dimensions. Oh, look at that. Y'all, it's so stinking pretty, okay? I need to be able to do stuff like this with my puff vinyl. So I need it to be able to be pressed multiple times, more than once. Okay, who wants to do this design in one color? That's so boring. Look at that. And then this is the puffage. And I think the holographic with these colors looks really, really good too. I'm going to go grab the other one so I can show you guys the colors up close on the other color. I mean, on the other shirt. So this one is the one I did earlier with the rose gold, hot pink, red, and the silver glitter. Now the rose gold, to me, I like the color. It's just the texture of it is, to me, just a little bit different than the other colors. But it's still cute. And that's the hot pink. Let me move this over. I'm trying to get it in the light. There's the hot pink and the red. And then for this one, I used the silver confetti. I think the only color I did not show you guys was, no, there's two colors. It's like an orange. These are the only two colors I did not show you guys. That's not on either one of these shirts, which this is kind of like a teal and this is an orange. Like a, I know it looks bright, but in person it's kind of like a rust orange, a burnt orange. And then this one is a teal color. Very, very close to the blue that I used. See, look how close it is. Very close. This is kind of like a darker kind of royal blue. And then this is kind of a teal. But these are all the, I got all of the colors. So these are all of the metallic colors. that I have on these 2 shirts. It's all the colors plus the teal and the orange. But I'm gonna go back over to the laptop. All right. So I'm trying to decide. Do I want to keep these? I really like this blue and green one. But I also really like this one too. Okay, I'm gonna give away this one too, since I don't have because I was gonna give away the rhinestone file. I mean the rhinestone shirt, but rhinestones didn't work out. So I'm gonna give away this pink, the rose gold. I couldn't think of it. Rose gold, hot pink, and the red one. I'm gonna keep the blue one since I have all boys. I'm gonna keep the blue one for me. But I'm gonna go ahead and give away this one, which is the Peace, Love, Fight. I use rose gold and hot pink. And I'm also going to give away this one, which is the rose gold, hot pink, and red. Okay? So let's do this one first. This is the Peace, Love, Fight. It's on a black gilded shirt, heavy cotton, size large. I don't even have the giveaway tool set up. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Yes. I love these colors for sure. You guys, that they also have them in glitter. They're glitter puff. And we'll probably use those ones next week. All right, StreamYard giveaway. Thank you, everybody. Y'all, my internet is moving so slow. Diamond, no, it doesn't. These neons were at a lower temperature. I've never used 260 before. This is my first time. Typically, I go around 280. StreamYard giveaway. Typically, I press like the regular colors at 280. The gold and the silver metallics, I press at 280. The neon colors are very, very fussy. Some of them, I've had to press like upwards of like 310. The neon colors. You know, somebody said to me, I was having a conversation with somebody, and they told me that I should make a book of all of the puff colors that I have that I've used, the time, the temperature, and the pressure. Yeah, like a book. To where you could either like a small book like this, right? Something like this, or something even smaller, and sell that, or have it as like a digital copy. I mean, like a digital like ebook type thing. I was thinking about it, but that's a lot. But yeah, like, because all the regular solid colors, I would say, are pretty universal time and temperature. The metallics have their own time and temperature, and then the neons have their own time and temperature as well. So it just depends on what you're using. Okay, let me share my screen. I might set that up. I might put it together. I don't know. It just seems like a lot of work. Okay, so the word is peace. This is going to be for the black piece Love fight shirt with the rose gold and the neon. The rose gold and the hot pink. And the word is peace. And this will go out in the mail by the end of this week. I need to get and y'all, I'm not even affiliated with this company. I just went to their website and I purchased all this vinyl on my own. I don't even think they know who I am. I don't have an affiliate link. I don't have nothing. I just went and bought it myself. I do that often though. I'll go to a company and I'll just purchase something as if I'm a regular customer. Like I don't ever ask them to give me anything for free, like off rip. I will go to their website and I'll purchase it like a regular customer and I'll use it. Like they didn't send me these colors. They didn't ask me to try them out. I bought them myself. Like I said, I don't even think that company knows who I am. Okay. And I really like them. So I don't like reach out to the company to try to get like an affiliate link until after I've decided I like the products. All right. I will give you guys like 5 more seconds. All right. I'm going to go ahead and push draw. Good luck, everybody. Leslie Cash Tips. Congratulations. Let me put my email address on the screen. All right, send me an email with your mailing address and I will get this to you by the end of the week. I'm going to wait like 1 minute for everybody to realize that that one is over with and we're going to do the second shirt. So refresh your screen. We are going to do the giveaway for the second shirt, which is going to be this one, the mama shirt with the rose gold, hot pink, silver confetti, and red. This is a Gildan heavy cotton, size large. Okay, so everybody refresh your screen. Refresh, refresh, refresh. I'm trying to fold this, but my table is so small. Okay, I don't see anybody typing in peace again, so I think everybody's refreshed. Okay, let me type in a new word. Sandra, how did you know that's what the word was going to be? You're welcome, Leslie. The word is mama. That's funny. I typed in, uh-oh. She typed in that word before I even told y'all what it was. Was it that obvious? I will give you guys a couple minutes to type it in. The word is mama, M-A-M-A, and this is for the white shirt. Y'all, my lips are so chapped. Jesus, so chapped. Y'all, I am so disappointed at my template. All right, I'll give you guys like 5 more seconds. Everybody should be refreshed enough to have caught up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw. Good luck, everybody. Belinda, congratulations. All right, I did put my email address on the screen. So Leslie and Belinda, send me your mailing addresses so I can get these in the mail. They will be in the mail, like I said, by the end of this week. As always, I really, really appreciate you guys for watching. I am going to try to come back on here tomorrow around noon to try to finish this other template. I'm going to recut it. The holographic is sky blue. It's the Siser holographic in sky blue. But yeah, if I'm able to, I will try to come on here tomorrow afternoon, like I would say 12 o'clock. I don't think anybody should be live around that time. I don't think anybody goes live. What's tomorrow? Tuesday afternoon at like 12 o'clock. So that I can recut this template and brush it in. I'm not gonna give away the shirt tomorrow at 12 just because I do know that a lot of you guys probably will have to work. So I will save that shirt. If I do go live tomorrow, I'll probably save it and give it away next Monday. When you guys are able to log on with me. I don't anticipate a whole lot of people being able to make my live tomorrow, but I don't want to feel defeated. So I'm probably just going to do it just for the principle. But but yes, again, I thank you guys for being here with me tonight. As always, next week, I have no idea what we're doing. Is next week when I leave for Bling Fest? Let me see. Yes. So next Monday will be the Monday before Bling Fest. I will probably be doing bling. And maybe a Canva design. Maybe. I don't know. But I will see you guys next week. Have a good night. Have a good week. Be safe. All those good things. Good night, guys.